Hey out there in slot car land, how's everybody doing this week? Hope everybody's been doing well. Hope everybody's getting ready for Halloween and all that. I can't believe that October, I'm alright, is almost over. Gonna be Christmas season here soon, so got a few things to talk about today. We're gonna be concluding our restoration work on the old Matador here. We're going to be cleaning and sanding and shaping this rear pillar that we puttied in last time. And then we're going to be talking about how to replace stuff like this today. And what we're going to be doing with that. And then we got some channel news to talk about first off, though. So let's talk about that. If you remember in the last episode, I was talking, I don't remember if it was last episode or the episode before that, was talking about diecast and talking about whether we wanted to include it on this channel. And we finally came to a decision, some of you guys may already know this, that me and Elijah have decided to start our own diecast channel called Diecast Insanity with a capital D and a capital I. So if you guys are into diecast, if you guys collect Hot Wheels, Matchbox, Johnny Lightnings, the NASCAR diecast, the Racing Champs, and that sort of things, that's what we're going to be doing over there. We've got 3 episodes up so far. It's not going to affect Slot Car Crazy, so don't worry about that. We're still going to be doing Slot Car Crazy. We're still going to be doing it every other weekend like we're doing now, so it's not going to affect that at all. The main episodes for Diecast Insanity will air on the off weekends of Slot Car Crazy. So it's not going to change anything here. I'm still into slot cars. We're still going to be doing slot car stuff. And as a matter of fact, we're going to add a segment to Slot Car Crazy. There'll be a video up every weekend now. We're going to start doing a bi-weekly featured car for Slot Car Crazy. So it'll be a way for us to show you our slot cars. And we'll feature one car every other weekend and talk about, where we got it, what it is, what chassis it is, approximate date of release. We'll even go on eBay and we'll check eBay and see if there's any on eBay and let you guys know what's out there for that particular car. So that'll be next weekend. We'll be doing a little 5-minute video featuring one of our cars on the channel, talking about it a little bit. We're also going to be doing that on Diecast Insanity. The first episode of that goes up today. So we're just going to be alternating stuff. We're going to be doing videos every weekend and just trying to give you guys more content and more information for you guys. So that's what we're going to be doing. Hope you guys check that channel out. Give it some support like you've given this channel some support. We're 4 subscribers away from 400. It just blows my mind. And we've picked up over, I think, probably 30 subscribers in the last 2 weeks. So it's just, and that's one of the reasons why I decided to start the Diecast channel on its own, was because I didn't want to mess with the dynamic we had going here. I didn't want to possibly lose subscribers because we're doing diecast and not focusing on slot cars, and I didn't want to mess with that at all. So we decided to launch a total separate channel for the diecast. So the diecast is on that channel, the slot cars are on this channel, and we hope you guys support both channels. So let's get to work to what we're going to be doing today. First, we're going to be doing some shaping and sanding on the old Matador here, and getting this to shape this up just a little bit. As you can see, the inside piece has kind of got a little bit of a poke out there, sticking out a little bit. So we're gonna see if we can't shape this a little bit. Go a little bit at a time here. Make it look really good. Give it some shape, try to make it look the way it's supposed to look a little bit. That looks pretty good. Work on that. Work on this side a little bit. This dried really well, so. You also got to remember we've got a piece of plastic under there too, so we might have to shape that a little bit. So that looks pretty good. So let's take some sandpaper and we'll just do some, smooth this out a little bit. We may have to add in a little bit of putty, like right down there at the base of the pillar where it meets the fender right there. We got a little bit of a gap right there, so we may have to shape that just a little bit. Add a little bit back in there. We're going to use this as a project body, like I said last time, so we may do some paint on this car. You can see it's going to look a little fat going from this direction because of the piece of plastic we have in there, but from the back and from the side it should look pretty good. Let's see if we can't get into the side here a little bit. And we just lost our whole piece of putty. Well, that was nice. So we're going to have to re-putty that now. That's the problem you have with that small of a space, though. You got to be really careful and make sure it's really stuck in there. So we're going to have to go back and re-putty that a little bit. But that's the idea about shaping it. You know, things haven't been going the way I want to on this channel lately. I'm all having all kinds of issues here lately, but we do enough of these videos, we're gonna have issues like that. So I'll have to re-putty that and whatnot. So let me I gotta go get something here, and we'll talk about the rear bumper for this car. So hold on. All right, we're back. Okay, so when it comes to replacing parts, this is my good Matador body, the one that's in the box there. So when it comes to like rear bumpers and front grille pieces and bumpers and whatnot, you can always get them off of a donor car, like this one right here. If you've got like a body or something you've bought off of eBay that's really trashed, but it's still got good bumpers and windows and whatnot, they make good replacement parts. So, but we don't want to steal this bumper off of here. As you can see, they're just you know how they're stuck on there. You just would have to kind of break that off and pull that out, and then just super glue it to the back of your project car you're working on. But since we're going to be making this into a project car, kind of street, or kind of a late model stock car kind of thing, we're going to be building we're going to be making a tubular rear bumper for this car, and we're just going to super glue it on there. We're going to be using this, the rod that we used for the front window, the 1/16 rod, and we're just gonna super glue it. And as you can see, it fits pretty well size-wise there. So what you're gonna need is we're gonna need some hot water, just like if you were doing decals. And just take your rod and stick it in the hot water for a few seconds here. Doesn't take much with this stuff. And then you can just kind of, as you can see, it bends really easy. You can shape it really, really well. You can make a complete 90-degree corner with it. And then all we'll have to do is cut it to the length you want this way. So if we just we're just going to do this with the clippers here. And then we'll kind of saw it off with the Dremel. We'll make it, flatten it out. Now that's pretty good. So that should be perfect right there. A little bit. Now the other end is going to be where it's a little tricky, but if we just take a length off, good size length, And knowing where it's bent, might take you a little bit here to get it to where you want it. You're gonna have to guesstimate where the bend is. Oh, man, that one broke. Alright. So we didn't have that warm enough. So we're gonna have to redo the other side again. This stuff, if it's not warm enough, flexible enough, it will break. That should still work. This is all a guessing game when you're dealing with it. One thing you can do though is you can take the body and turn it upside down. Bring your piece over, guesstimate where you're gonna want to turn it. Turn it a little bit. Put it back in the water so you can continue to get it to bend. That should work. That should be right where we need it. And seeing as you cut your other side, you kind of know where you're going to need to cut this one. This will also work if you're going to do sidebars across your car. It'll work really well for that as well. Oop, that's the front. You also got to remember we're going to be doing some sanding here too. As you can see, it kind of sticks out a little bit, and it's a little lopsided on one side. So let me hold on a second. Let me go get my battery for my Dremel. All right, got Dremel. So we're going to do this side first, seeing as this is the long side. We got to flatten that out a little bit. Flatten this side out. I want to try and make it as even across the back as possible. Ooh, that's going to look cool. Going to be kind of like a street stock kind of style car. And that one side is still a little ways out there. So you just keep shaping and fitting until you get it to where you like it. I think that'll be cool. Get your super glue. Tap a little super glue there. Now this is going to be the interesting part, because you're going to have to set this to where once you get it on there, to where you're spacing where thought I had. Need my scrap part box here. My scrap plastic parts box. There we go. Put that little shim in there if it'll stay. Sometimes you gotta play with this to get it to work right. Hold on a minute. Alright, wifey wanted something. Come on. Cooperate. Try to get this on here and get it positioned in the position you really, really want it. So it looks good. It's one thing with working with super glue that's a royal pain in the ass. Trying to get it positioned in the right way. Slide. There we go. Alright, this thing just does not want to cooperate today. Alright. Alright, I'm going to work with this. I'll be right back. Alright, think I got it. There we go. Got that piece shimmed in there, so it's going to keep it drying, and we'll let it sit and let that dry. And there's our bumper. So that's how that's done. So we'll see what that looks like. We'll let that dry for 2 weeks. We'll see what that looks like next week. Oop, pardon the hand. And we'll go from there. So next week, I think we're going to take a look at the we're gonna do the preview on the Tyco US1 set. I'll get that all nice and done and cleaned, and we'll get it set up, and we'll play around with that a little bit, and we'll show you some features of that. So I hope you guys look forward to that. I hope you guys have enjoyed this little restoration, 3-episode restoration thing there, and we'll work with that car some more. We're going to use that as a project car. We may paint it. I'm not sure. We may just leave it the way it is, but we still got to put the rear window in it and put the little strips on that too and stuff like that, but we'll do that in a later episode. I just wanted to show some restoration tips, and people have been asking for it and everything. So I hope you guys have a great 2 weeks. Be on the lookout for the featured car, the bi-weekly featured car next week. I'm not sure if it's going to be one of my slot cars or one of Elijah's. We still gotta discuss that. And then don't forget to check out Diecast Insanity as well. And I love you guys. I love the support. I love all the comments. I love all the subscribers. I love all the interaction we got going. And I'm still, you know, I'm sorry about not having a whole lot of hauls. Money's kind of tight right now with Christmas coming and everything. So the hauls will probably start back up again in February. We've got the trip to Spokane coming up, the slot car diecast car hunt. We'll be doing that in probably late February again. We'll be gearing up for the fray here soon. When we get our income tax return, we'll be buying parts for that, and we're going to be showing you guys some. I want to do a complete build for you guys of a fray car, and I want to do some little retrofitting of our other cars on camera for you guys. So we'll be doing that as well. We still got 2 more cars to review. We still got the the other, not AMREC, but the other Rocor car to review, and the other AMREC car to review, the Sport 2 chassis to review. We still got those. And we've got some painting projects that we might be doing here pretty soon. So keep racing slot cars, keep the wheel on the downside, keep hitting that like button. Remember, subscribe if you haven't. And I love you guys, and I'll see you with the main episode in 2 weeks. And we'll have the bi-weekly featured car next week. So I love you guys, and we will catch you later. Bye.